Our quick video about coolants. I actually acquired off a guy who was moving. He was getting rid of like all motor oils and coolants in his garage, and he was getting rid of this. And I just figured I'd do some research on it. I never buy from Napa, but I wanted to see what it actually was. You can see it's like a universal coolant for all makes and models. And if you look at the cap, to use press tab, you have to read it upside down, but you could see that exactly matches the peak lid. That tab's broken off, but these are the same. The bottles look pretty similar on the top, so you can kind of tell that peak makes both, but caps are definitely the same. Bottles are a little different. You have some different design here, so I thought maybe they'd be the same exact coolant, but it turns out if I look at the ingredients, you'll see here, you see on the second line on the right, potassium 2-ethyl hexanoate. That's actually called 2-EHA, and that's what Dexcool has. So this is kind of like more of like a Dex clone, they call it. Otherwise, the ingredients are the same. They both have water, two different kinds of ethylene glycol. There's an ethylene glycol and a diethylene glycol. They both have that. They also both have that denatonium benzoate, and then there's proprietary inhibitors in this one. So this is a peak all makes, all models, actually goes for 10 years. This is actually my preferred coolant because it doesn't have that 2-EHA. But honestly, that 2-EHA was causing problems in like GM vehicles maybe like 30 years ago, from like 30 to like 20 years ago. 90s and maybe early 2000s, because the I believe it was the head gaskets. I think the head gaskets maybe were made of like a plastic type of material, and if the Dexcool was left in there too long, it would get acidic, and I'm pretty sure it would eat through those gaskets, and then you maybe get a failure, or you definitely need head gasket job, engine work type of thing. So that was the issue with that 2-HEA, but I don't think they make head gaskets anymore with that material. So even if you use the 2-HA, it shouldn't really matter. So I'll gladly run this. I'm going to actually use it probably in a GM car anyway. It's a 2013 Chevy Malibu. It calls for Dexcool, but I've been using these all makes and models coolants, and hasn't been causing me any problems, so I'm going to keep rolling with them. Like I said, I prefer this because it has no 2-EHA, but I don't think it's going to cause any problems anyway. Both Peak or Old World Industries. Old World Industries actually makes Peak, but I googled Napa coolant, and clearly, as I showed by the caps, they're made by the same people. And Googling it also confirmed that Napa coolant is made by Old World Industries, who makes Peak. So they're the same manufacturer, and I've had good luck running this, and also Prestone all makes all models, which also has 2-EHA. So I haven't had any problems with this stuff, so I'm going to keep running it. But yeah, just a little informative video on Napa coolant, 2-EHA, and Peak all makes all models. If you have any questions, let me know. Like and subscribe. See you guys.